In this video, we're going to be taking a look at making some modifications to our EasyStone version 3 stone library so that we can simulate a design that we created with EasyStone version 2 in EasyStone version 3. If that makes any sense, it's probably a little confusing. There are some pretty significant changes when we switch from version 2 to version 3 in regards to the way we've set up our stone library. So the two are not necessarily interchangeable, but we can make a small modification in version 3 in order to simulate a design that we created in version 2. And I have another idea for you as well. So let's just kind of show you what your options are and kind of go through so you have a good understanding. So let's just make a small shape here. Let's go ahead and make another shape besides that one. So we're just going to do two different color stones. So let's open up EasyStone version 2 here and pick the stone library for it. So of course it is EST standard version 2. We'll pick our stone size here. So we're going to place some SS10 stones, and then we have our stone colors. We'll go ahead and define our size at 3.4, and we'll define the spacing between stones at 0.5, and let's just add some stones. Okay, so that takes care of the first step. Now the next circle here, we'll switch our stone color. Let's use let's use amethyst, and we'll click on add stones there. So now let's just pretend that that is our finished design. Let's go ahead and delete our stone paths. And that is our finished design. Now if we go to the object manager and look at the objects, see what it says. It says ES, and then it says EST standard version 2 amethyst 10, and then these you can see it says EST standard version 2 blue zircon. Okay, so and that's really key, important to understand that this is how it will go about doing the simulations. So we can go ahead and exit out of version 2. So we've created this design in version 2, and now we want to be able to simulate it with version 3. Well, there's a couple of options that I'll share with you. Let's take a look at one option that I think, for me, makes the most sense. So let's go ahead and open up EasyStone version 3. What I would probably do is I would just select my design, come over here to the Specialty tab and choose Easy Prep. Okay, and that will open up our Easy Prep file converter. I mean, this was really created for just this purpose. Really for designs that we purchased elsewhere that we didn't design in EasyStone, but it will also convert our design. So what we're going to do here is choose the process by color. It gives us a preview, and then we could choose, okay, well that's blue zircon, processed by color, and this of course is amethyst, so we could choose amethyst, processed by color, and now it's done. So now if we go back into the object manager, now what we should see if we selected one of these circles, notice now it says ES standard blue zircon and ES standard amethyst. So now if we select that design, then we come back over here to the stone tab. Don't mind those babies. All they do is cry all day long anyhow. They're perfectly fine. But then we just hit simulate, and it will go ahead and convert the design for us. Okay, so that is, in my mind, the best way to go about doing it. Just run it through Easy Prep, convert it over to the version 3 stone library, and then you'll be able to simulate. Okay, now if you just absolutely refuse, that you don't want to do that, there is another fairly simple solution, and that's what I'm going to show you next. So here is a folder, the C drive program files. Now depending on what version of CorelDRAW you're using, depending on what version of Windows you're using, this may vary slightly, but for CorelDRAW X6, X5 on a Windows 64-bit system, you're going to go here. C program files x86 CorelDRAW graphics create. I'm using X6, then draw, then GMS, and you'll see something that kind of looks like this. Now you won't necessarily see all these macros. You won't necessarily this sparkle gear is a custom stone library that I created for the folks there at Sparkle Gear. But this is the current version 2 stone library, and then the standard library that comes with version 3. So what we would do is I would just create a new folder and drop version 2 into that new folder. Okay, so it won't show up anymore as an option in EasyStone. Go ahead and take the version 2 text here, drop it into that new folder as well. And then what we would do is take the standard text file and the standard folder and just copy and paste. Okay, so now you see I have copy and copy. So what I'll do here, just to save myself some typing here, I'm just going to click to copy that name and go back to our GMS folder, and then on that copy we'll go paste, and then here on copy we're going to paste. Okay, so we have the EST standard version 2 text, and we have the EST standard version 2 folder. Okay, so now if we go in and select this design, we didn't run it through EasyPrep. So we did not run it through EasyPrep, but we should still be able to simulate, because now those files that it's going to look for when it does the simulation are actually there. And they're named EST standard version 2, so it should just pick those right up. So let's try it. So we'll hit simulate, and of course it simulates the design just as if we were to go through EasyPrep. So the advantage to doing it that way, the one advantage to doing it that way is that we don't have to go into each design that we've created in version 2 and run it through the EasyPrep macro to convert it into a version 3 stone library. The disadvantage, of course, is the fact that now we don't have a stone library that we can use with our version 2, which isn't really that big a deal if you're committed to using the version 3 beta. So anyhow, those are the two options that are available to you to simulate a version 2 design in EasyStone version 3. Either run it through EasyPrep or make the modification to your stone library. And that's really all there is to it. So if you have more questions beyond that, because I know a lot of you have version 2 designs that you've created and want to modify, I really think still the best option, even though it's a bit more work, is just to switch over, run it through EasyPrep, and switch over to the version 3 stone library. But those are the options available to you, and so hopefully that answered your questions on that. Thanks for watching.